A new low trumps latest attacks on Kamala Harris. Donald Trump has once again launched a scathing attack on Vice President Kamala Harris. This time he's gone further than ever before. His accusations are wild, unfounded, and dangerous. They represent a new low, even for him. Trump has accused Harris of orchestrating a massive voter fraud scheme. He claims she is trying to steal the election. These claims are completely baseless. There's no evidence to support them. Trump's attacks are clearly designed to damage Harris's reputation. He wants to sow doubt and distrust in her leadership. This is a tactic he's used before. It's one he resorts to whenever he feels threatened. Trump's attacks on Harris are not just about politics, they are personal and vicious. He is trying to intimidate her, he wants to silence her, he wants to undermine her authority, but Harris is not backing down. She's standing up to his bullying. She's fighting back with truth and integrity. A history of hostility. Trump's pattern of targeting Harris. Trump's attacks on Harris are nothing new. He has a long history of targeting her with insults and lies. This pattern of behavior is disturbing and revealing. It shows a clear disdain for Harris and everything she represents. Trump's attacks on Harris began during the 2020 presidential campaign. He repeatedly made sexist and racist remarks about her. He called her nasty and a monster. He questioned her qualifications and her eligibility to serve as vice president. After Biden and Harris won the election, Trump continued his attacks. He spread lies about Harris's record as a prosecutor. He accused her of being soft on crime. He tried to paint her as a radical leftist. Trump's attacks on Harris are not limited to words. He has also used his power and influence to try to harm her career. He pressured the Justice Department to investigate her. He encouraged his supporters to harass her. He even tried to overturn the results of the election, which would have prevented her from becoming vice president. Fighting back. Harris's responses and public outrage. Kamala Harris has refused to be silenced by Trump's attacks. She has responded to his lies with truth. She has confronted his bullying with strength and grace. Her responses have been praised by many for their clarity, their dignity, and their power. Harris has repeatedly called out Trump's lies about the election. She has defended her record as a prosecutor. She has spoken out against his attacks on women and minorities. She has made it clear that she will not be intimidated by him. The public has largely rallied behind Harris in the face of Trump's attacks. Many people have expressed outrage at his behavior. They have praised Harris for her courage and her resilience. They have condemned Trump for his sexism, his racism, and his abuse of power. Harris's strong response to Trump's attacks has earned her admiration from both sides of the aisle. Even some of Trump's own supporters have acknowledged the inappropriateness of his behavior. This widespread condemnation of Trump's actions is a testament to the power of Harris's voice and the righteousness of her cause. Section 4. Political fallout, implications for the future. Trump's attacks on Harris are part of a larger pattern of behavior. He has a long history of attacking his opponents, especially women and people of color. These attacks are designed to silence his critics and to undermine their credibility. Trump's attacks on Harris are also part of his ongoing assault on democracy. He has repeatedly shown that he is willing to lie, cheat, and steal to stay in power. His attacks on Harris are a threat to our democracy and to the rule of law. It remains to be seen what the long-term political fallout of Trump's attacks on Harris will be. However, it is clear that these attacks have further divided our country. They have also damaged our democracy. It is important to remember that Trump's attacks on Harris are not just about politics, they are about power. Trump is trying to hold on to power by any means necessary. He is willing to destroy our democracy in the process. We must not let him succeed. Section 5. The high stakes of truth and accountability. The attacks on Kamala Harris highlight a dangerous trend in American politics, the erosion of truth and accountability. When a former president can make baseless accusations without consequence, it undermines the very foundation of our democracy. It's crucial to recognize that words have power, especially when spoken by someone who once held the highest office in the land. Trump's words are not just empty rhetoric, they incite division, sow distrust, and embolden his followers to engage in harmful behavior. Holding leaders accountable for their words and actions is not about stifling dissent or limiting free speech. It's about preserving a baseline of decency, respect, and truth in our public discourse. It's about ensuring that our leaders are held to a higher standard. The stakes are high. We must demand better from our leaders. We must hold them accountable for their words and actions. We must stand up for truth and justice. The future of our democracy depends on it.